takeover, Bonafide takeover sports. Here with your host T-Wil, the people's coach, and your other host Bold Barry.
It's Bold Irving today. We got Irving back in the house. Got my face shaved just like my man. We out here today.
My man, dedicated Celtic fan.
I'm a real green teamer. Yes.
Yo, so you had to take a little break. My man went on vacation. You had a good vacation?
It was good. It was good. You know, it was a great vacation. I can't complain.
Yeah, so that means we had to take a little break, pause. Appreciate some of y'all. I don't know if y'all been waiting for us. Hope you were. I mean, hope we did a good enough
You could have
job.
did one solo too. I kind of told him, but you know.
Yeah, no, I had to wait for I had to wait for my other hosts.
That's real.
So, let's get right into it. Kyrie, IT, the trade that a lot of people had a lot of issues with. Good thing that we did take a hiatus, because some of the comments that I'm seeing from people about this trade really would get me aggravated, because if people from a basketball mindset and just that kind of can break down this trade's not so lopsided as some people try to make it seem. Like, and it's really not. Like, we traded Isaiah Thomas, who had an expiring contract. People that don't know that he had an expiring contract, I know y'all love Isaiah.
And then on top of that, he wanted Brinks money.
Cool. And so trade that away. Cool. Jay Crowder, who cares? I'm not even gonna.
We don't gotta touch on that. It's just a great contract situation.
Yeah. Zizic, he was looking kind of like semi-bust. I've seen him in preseason. Granted, it was preseason. I seen him in the summer league. And I wasn't like when I was saying he looked stiff. He looked slow.
It's not what we needed.
No, and I seen her working out Thomas Robinson, so I would gladly take that over Zizic.
Mm-hmm.
And then that pick. I feel like a lot of people were more so mad about that pick. And this is what I want to say to those people. You guys are too
stingy.
Too invested in young and draft picks and young players
that we don't know about yet and don't know how they're going to like actually transcend into the
league.
Like,
don't know nothing about these guys. Don't know how they're going to fit with our team. Don't know who, even if the lottery balls are going to fall in our way for us to get that top pick to get the people. So what if you don't get Porter or Bagley? You're stuck with some dude we don't even know about right now.
More projects.
Yeah, like, so you all that kind of amped up about giving up that pick, we'll reevaluate that.
For a real player that's already established, too. Like, we're concerned about picks more than actual players, which is crazy.
And so, I want to touch on that. How did you feel? You seen some reactions on people about the trade?
People feel like the Cavs fleeced us and everything like that, and I don't feel that way at all. I mean, I saw somewhere, somebody posted something about the fact that, like, we got played because they got Isaiah Thomas in the first-round pick as if LeBron was still going to be in Cleveland. Like, I look at that first-round pick that they got from us as a security blanket for their rebuild process but that's about to undergo in, like, the next, season, next year. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's just, something to keep cover for that. And then on top of that, Isaiah Thomas isn't going to be staying there, and Jay Crowder's actually still on the contract, so it is what it is with that guy. But either way, you have a bunch of guys, or you have your two-star guys leaving after next year, regardless. And then there's not even enough money for Brinks truck money to get there, or LeBron money to even be there because everybody else is still on the contract. So we'll see what happens with that.
No. So let's kind of talk about the main conversation in all this, the big back and forth of people saying, well, Kyrie's the same player as IT, and these dudes, they're the same, and, they bring the same negatives and positives to the team, and no.
Everybody needs to stop watching ESPN.
Word, no, they don't.
They don't bring the same at all.
Kyrie is 25 years old.
Healthy.
And, healthy. 25 years old. And if you really look at it, people who actually been watching Kyrie, he has the great ability to pass the ball. He has great vision. He just doesn't do it. Like,
he's playing under the LeBron system. It's the same thing as like Russ and KD when they was playing together. Like, let me do something here first, and you do it the next couple of possessions. It's the same thing, and then everybody else just stands there and chills. It's a LeBron system team too.
It's crazy now that you say that, and you kind of just helping my point. Russell Westbrook, his main knock against him was that he can't pass the ball and yada yada yada. He proved he can pass the ball when he has to. You know what I'm saying? Or when he wants to, he can pass the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So, and with that said, you look at a player like Russell Westbrook, who, like, he averaged triple-double. Kyrie has twice as much vision and passing ability than Russell Westbrook. Cause I've seen him do it.
That team just wasn't set up for him to showcase it at all.
And so
had a bunch of spot-up guys, which is a LeBron system team.
Yeah, so you look at that, and not that I'm not saying that to say Isaiah can't pass the ball. I'm just looking now at a 25-year-old dude who has a lot of room to grow, a lot of time to develop.
Not even in his prime.
Yeah, and it's crazy. I had a debate with someone that said that prime is not categorized as a point in time of their age is categorized as a point in time in their life per se. So Kyrie's in his prime right now.
I mean, like, okay.
Whereas, like, people that know that your prime is usually
like
categorized between 27 and 32 years old. I get that some people's careers end early, but if you look, what I'm talking about is if somebody
his prime just begun.
has time to live out their whole basketball career to the age at which they're really supposed to retire and not end their career early, like a Brandon Roy, a T-Mac, dudes who didn't get to finish their whole career. Okay, then your prime is segmented into this short period of your life at 25 years old. At 25 years old, you don't even really, you know what I'm saying, you're still learning the game. Yeah, so no, people who think that, you're dumb, and I don't care what you think. You know, and I'm speaking specifically to one of my viewers that are watching right now. Yes, you. And so, and so, you know, so it's just, but to look at that, dude that's not even in his prime, you know, and we got him for another 2 years.
We got him for the low.
Yeah,
we got him for the low.
And you get to build around that, and I would take him 10 times out of 10. And people out looking at this trade will take him 10 times out of 10.
You got to remember too that he has a player option too, so that means it's 2 years plus another year under that contract that he can still have. So there's not a huge, you know, problem of getting this man who's gonna actually bring us to the promised lands, if you ask me.
Yeah, and so we got him, Gordon Hayward, Horford.
Al Horford.
He needs to restructure his contract.
Listen, that's why we're like kind of tight right now.
Yeah,
so
he needs to structure his contract.
He's got too much money.
No. So Horford, you know, Marcus Morris. So I think that's a good little transition. Unless let me how do you feel about IT-Kyrie comparison?
I mean, quite frankly, I've been having this debate too with a couple of my buddies. I mean, there's no like comparison as far as like the whole defensive abilities go, because I mean it's a clear cut. I mean 5'9" Isaiah Thomas can't guard somebody who's like 6'3" like a Kyrie Irving on the court, you know, single handedly and single coverage. Like Kyrie, I want to see him on the defensive side, because it's been questioned since he's been in Cleveland, where I'm like, all right, we have a team where it's been focused on, you know, LeBron the whole time, and Kyrie has been the second fiddle. So I mean, to say that he's been a defensive liability, I'm not really gonna believe that, because he can guard the other guards. I mean, I've seen it. You know, I mean, what do we want him to be? A Kawhi Leonard? Do we want him to be a Ron Artest? Like, he's not going to be a perimeter lockdown defender. So
it's
to take that away,
yeah,
it's got to be respectable. And like with IT, 5'9" is just a liability regardless. Anybody can pull up and shoot over you. So it is what it is with that. And then as far as like Kyrie being on our team, he's going to change the whole system. We have a whole new makeup on our team. So
yeah. So like I said, you may see a whole different Celtics team than we're accustomed to. And we've seen that evolution a little bit in these past couple of years, but this may be something totally different that we're about to see.
A whole different roster.
And that's a good segue to our next our next segment, where we talk kind of preview what we think is going to come out of this Celtics team in the upcoming years. One thing I wanted to also touch on before we end, LeBron and Lou are not happy with this trade.
I bet it's because they didn't want to give up Kyrie for that, because I mean Isaiah can't play. At the end of the day, Isaiah can't play and everything. It's that hip. I'm pretty sure if Isaiah was healthy, they'd embrace it. But the fact that his timetable is scheduled for possibly mid-season, that tells you a lot right there. And then he has to get acclimated into the offense. He has to pretty much play the same, and then he has a lot to prove with like his recovery, his contract.
That's not our problem no more.
Oh yeah, we're good with that. You know, bring that Brinks truck somewhere else. I mean, I mess with Zay, but at the end of the day, you know, Cavs are they're in a sticky situation right now.
Yeah. So we're transitioning, like I said, to our next segment in Celtics preview. Catch y'all next time. Please subscribe. Peace.